Play what, about 20 to 30 games in April, but they're never really a great team in April. A lot of teams are not great in the first month of the season, unless you're the Mets, who usually start off the season really well.
Yeah, and then they fall. All right, we are live on the Doug Serravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. Today we have a special guest with us. His name is Shane McKenna. He has an Instagram account where he goes out and tours the wildlife. He has a quote that states, "Nature will always call me." So Shane, tell me about yourself. What drew you to nature?
I've always done it since I was a kid, and I started making money, and now I'm like, I want to go back out there. And I started exploring different places. And I started hiking mountains. I started seeing waterfalls, and it's been great ever since.
Nice, nice. Do you have any like favorite spots? You know,
Yeah.
Ithaca, New York.
My favorite spot is actually New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Nice. Any particular reason?
The mountains out there are just really big, and you can see for miles. And it's really nice being out there. And the mountains are really, mountains are real snowy up top.
Oh, I think that's beautiful when it's like snowy and you see the snow on the mountains.
Yeah, and
it's like you're in heaven.
Yeah, it feels like you're in heaven sometimes.
Now, if you fall off, you may be in heaven. Who knows? You don't want to take a chance doing that.
No, you don't want to take a chance of doing that. I mean, I've seen a few animals out there.
Yeah, you ever seen a bear?
Yeah, a couple times, man.
You know why? You know why I bring that up?
Why? Why do you bring that up?
Because you look like someone that a bear would go after.
Really?
Yeah, I believe that.
I believe it or not, I actually saw a couple bears. I saw one up in North Jersey. I was hiking on this trail around this little lake, and I came up behind him, and I guess he ran away. He ran off as soon as he saw me. Then I was in Tennessee. I saw about 3. I saw a bear cub.
Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee. I saw a bear cub across the river, and I got to get out of there. Then I was driving in the car, and one of them ran behind my car, and then another one ran through this town right before the Great Smoky Mountains called Gatlinburg. And these bears go in there and they try and steal the food from like garbage cans and stuff.
Yeah, I see you. You've been to Mount Washington Summit.
Yeah, that's actually a really tough mountain to climb, and you can also drive up the mountain. And I would never do it because that looks like a death trap because there's no guardrails there.
So it says it's 6.288 feet and 1.9 mile.
Yeah, it took me about like a good 8 hours to climb it, to hike it. It was real tough. It's real steep when you're getting up there, and it's real rocky. You could easily, and it's still snowy. I went there in May, and there was still snow on top of the mountain.
You ever do a trail?
I'm sorry?
You ever do like a trail?
A trail?
Yeah, like in the woods.
Yeah, I'll do a regular trail.
I did that a few months ago. John Phillips Park in Old Bridge.
Not off the top of my head, man.
So there's this park. I like to go walk around the park, and then you have like a swing set. You got like basketball. No, you don't have basketball courts there. So I go in the trail, right, and I keep walking, and then I see all the colors. They're like, all right, follow the yellow one, follow the green one, follow the blue one, red, whatever color it was. So I kept following the yellow one. Just keep following it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Oh, yeah, I did that. Okay. I couldn't get out.
You couldn't get out?
No, I kept walking. I kept following the yellow.
Sometimes they run in a loop, and sometimes they're just in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they're in a loop...
I kept following it. It's a Monday. I got my oil change. It was like 4 o'clock. I went there around 5 o'clock. So that's when it started to get dark, like 6:30. So I walked around there for maybe an hour. You know, I couldn't get out. I was stuck. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna see me on that TV show, 48 Hours. I'm gonna go missing. I'd probably still be there. I'd probably be dead by now." But I got out, and I ended up on Route 18.
Route 18, really?
Route 18. I ended up trying to escape it. I see someone's house, the back of their woods. Next thing you know, here I am, Route 18.
Oh man!
If only I had Shane McKenna there, I would have been able to get out.
Yeah, I usually actually use an app to go to these places, and I have like a whole trail.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I had no data.
Yeah, no data. Oh,
I went through all the data.
No,
I
have
couldn't
an
even
app.
see the map on my phone.
I have an app, and it has like you hit your GPS spot, and it hit your phone.
Oh, it shows you where the trail is?
Yeah, and
all
like
right,
you can
cool.
show where you can go up the mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of get around to these places.
Nice.
And I'll find them on Google. I'll find these places on Google, and I'll take a trip out there.
Yeah.
I'll like plan a trip or something like that, and I'll go out there. And the cool thing about some of these places is there's no light pollution out in these mountain areas. So you can see the whole night sky, full spectrum. You don't have any of this smog coming from New York City or all these places up here. And you can see a crystal clear night sky, and that's the coolest part about some of these trips.
I think that's why a lot of people from here are moving down to like Florida, Midwest.
Yeah, like I believe it too.
I don't want to be here my whole life.
No,
I want to go somewhere where I can enjoy it, and because the city life, it's good as once in a while, but you don't want to be part of the city life forever. You want to enjoy God's creation. You want to enjoy nature.
The city life is good for making money, but when you make your money, you want to go get away from the city life. The city life's only good for making your money and getting out of there. You don't want to be there your whole life.
Well, that's where the best market is.
Yeah.
You look at someone like myself, the best thing for you to do is go out to the Midwest, but a lot of the podcasters, a lot of the sports radio personalities, they want to make it in the big cities. They make it, whether it's in New York, Philly is one, LA, and then you go somewhere else. So I think that's something that I could do within the future. Who knows? Time will tell.
I'm just from one of these small towns, and I've just always been like this small town guy.
Yeah.
And I've always like been nature because you're always in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Like me, I was in the middle of nowhere and I couldn't get out of the Happy Trail. That's a movie, right? Happy Trails.
I believe so. I'm not really off the top of my head.
Yeah, let's look it up. I got it on my computer. Happy Trail movie. So you've been good?
Yeah.
The gas price is going up. You probably got a hitchhike.
Yeah, after I was done hiking Mount Washington.
Oh, you did hitchhike? I was just messing around.
Believe it or not, when I was after I got off, I slept in an emergency like this. They have like these hiker shelters. They had this little emergency shelter at the bottom, where if you like got stranded there, and you could go there and the ground was a frozen solid because it was still May, and it gets real cold up in Mount Washington.
Yeah.
It's like it sometimes they recorded the highest wind speed up on the top of that mountain. And they had this hiker shelter right before you get to the top. My socks were wet, and I was a little exhausted, and it was getting dark. I stayed in this little shelter.
So it looks like it's like a Midwest movie, Happy Trails.
Okay. And I spent the night there. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I hiked back to down the mountain, and I found this train station. They have like trains that go up to the mountain, and I decided I wasn't too far away from my car. I asked a few people, locals there, had a little food place. I got some food, and then I hiked back to my car, and then I realized that it was still a bit of a hike. I put my thumb up. Someone come and picked me up, and they took me back to my car. It was a nice little couple from New Hampshire, and they took me back. Nobody kidnapped me or captured me or anything.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
That would have been funny. I'm looking at your Instagram. You ever been to like Niagara? There's a lot of waterfalls on here. So you ever been to like Niagara Falls?
I was about to go to Niagara Falls when I was in Ithaca, but it was another 4 hours away from Ithaca. So, and I didn't have a passport to go on the Canadian side, so I didn't really get a chance to go.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of stuff here.
When I was in Ithaca, they had this waterfall called Taganic Falls, and it's 215 foot high, and it's much higher than Niagara Falls, but it's not as wide. But it's one of the highest waterfalls on the East Coast.
Yeah, you got a great page there. Some young photos of you. I guess this is 2017. Now your hair is like.
Yeah. Always changed up the hairstyle.
I see you got a headband in this one.
Yeah, that's that hiker headband they usually get. I would love to do the Appalachian Trail, and it starts in Georgia, and you can go all the way to Maine, but you need like you need to take like 6 months off.
Would you ever drive across country?
I would. Believe it or not, I would if I had a better car and I had the time.
Let's see what else you got here. Looks like Mount Minis or
Mount Mincy.
Yeah, Mount. No, you spelled it as Mini. Mount Mincy. I hiked Mount Tammany. Tell me about that one.
It was a small little hike. It was like the first one I ever did, and it was just kind of like it was only like about 2,000 feet to hike up. Everyone kind of does it, and that was the first one that kind of got me into it. And then I went to the Catskills, and
I heard that's a good spot.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me about the Catskills.
They're only 3 hours away from here. If you ever want to get away from anything, go there. It was like kind of like it was a nice little mountain range there. It was off the beaten path, and I hiked like 6 mountains. They're all like 4,000 feet each, and I hiked about 6 in a week.
What about this photo I came across? You're eating ice cream. Where's that? New York City?
Yeah, it's New York City, man. I was just there.
Let's see what else
I stopped
you
going
got.
to New York City because I get a little paranoid with all the people out there.
This is another photo of you cave exploring. Where was this?
Where
it looks like 180 weeks ago. So I guess maybe 3 years.
Yeah, I started finding these caves when I go out there, and they have some of these abandoned.
Are you worried that it may collapse on you?
No,
not
really. I went into a cave in Tennessee. You gonna pull that picture up?
I don't know if this is it.
I went into another one. I did another one.
Let's see what you got. Nice goofy smile on that one. Here's another quest. I guess this is a cave. I don't know. Let's see. Palisade Cliffs.
Yeah, they're these right outside of Yonkers, right on the other side of Yonkers, New York. They have these massive cliffs they call them the Cliffs of Death. If you fell off this, you're dead.
Oh, of course.
And it overlooks the Hudson River, and I just started messing around. I went up there one day. It's right past Hoboken, where you can go see all these little nice little cliffs going around.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Where's that? In Hoboken.
it's past Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah, but where? Because I've been to Hoboken. I don't see it.
It's a little bit further up. It's probably 20 or 30 minutes up from Hoboken.
You ever go to Bermuda?
Never been to.
Oh, that's great. There's a bay called Horseshoe Bay, and they have mountains there. I actually went to the Rock, and I climbed the mountain. I'm going to see if I have it on my Facebook. It was great. I loved it. I would go back to Bermuda again. You been to any foreign islands or?
Not yet. I'm about
No?
to go to Hawaii this year.
I said foreign. That's
Foreign?
that's a state.
Oh, my mistake. No, I
Like
haven't
Bermuda, Bahamas.
I haven't been to any foreign islands yet.
Oh, you should, man.
I would love to. Definitely.
You should. 'Cause
But I am going to a trip to Hawaii soon.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that a few weeks ago. You are going, like you and your fam.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my parents because I've never really flown before yet. I haven't flown yet.
Yeah, I think that's like a 10-hour flight.
Yeah, it's like a long flight. So
All right, so I'm pulling up my Instagram. No, my Facebook. Let's see, where is it at? Oh, that's when it rained. It rained that day. Well, yeah. See that? That's a photo of me. You can see see the Rock.
yeah,
Let's see. Oh wait, no, here it is. This is, I think. Oh yeah, see like that. I mean, it's not too high, but still, I think that's pretty cool.
that's pretty cool.
And I think there is like a cave, unless that's just part of the rock. No, that's not really a cave. Oh, speaking of caves, you ever see the movie with Bob Saget,
No,
Father and Scout?
no, I haven't.
They actually are in a cave where they have to go get something. It's like a father-son trip, and they go to, I don't remember where they went. They had to do like these activities, and they went into the cave, and the character that Bob Saget played was afraid of caves. He wouldn't go in there. But he wanted to be the great dad for his son.
Yeah.
And there was a scene in the movie where he went to go get the thing that they had to get to win. And I think it was a rock collapsed, and it fell on because in the movie, him and another dad were rivals. The guy didn't like Bob Saget for some reason.
Okay.
And the thing fell on top of the other guy, like his leg. So Bob Saget saved the day rather than letting his rival, just stay there. So it was a good movie. Rest in peace to Bob. That happened he died when? 2 months ago already?
Yeah.
Time flies. Again, if you're just joining us, we got Shane McKenna on the air. This is the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we get back, we have much more to discuss with our buddy Shane. We'll be right back. Where the Monroe Falcons are playing the St. Joseph of McCutcheon Falcons.
Past that game's history, we have a a state's championship on our mind now.
The ranch, the buffalo.
It all works together very nicely.
Welcome to Falcons Insider. On today's episode, we're doing a lot of great work. You know, this is work that people said couldn't have been done before. A lot of money doing something you love.
Re-elected team reporter.
Yeah, what a season that was for you. 54 points in 18 games.
But definitely, I mean, when I said that we're going to win GMCs, I think that's another one that we remember. Yeah.
That's without mystery. You just said it with so much confidence. All right, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. We're back with Shane McKenna, the nature lover. You know, I think Ric Flair was a nature boy, right? Ric Flair was nature boy?
I'm not too sure off the top of my head.
So you are a nature lover, my friend.
Yeah, man.
All
I
right,
love this Mother Earth.
Tell me about Maine. I heard you went to Maine. How was that?
That was pretty cool. Imagine a beach, but with pine trees instead of palm trees.
Pine trees?
Yeah.
Pine trees. All right. That's what, the one with the stickiness?
Yeah. The,
all right. I was wondering
stuff.
what the pine tree was.
Because I usually go to think of an island beach, and it's like palm trees. It's like it's a nice little tropical, but this was like pine trees are dotting the Maine coast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and there's mountains like right overlooking the ocean. And they had this one thing called the Thunder Hole. And it was like a geyser type thing where the wave would come up and it would go into this little depression and it would spew water up.
All right, so back to this, because this is what got me confused before. There's, all right. Happy trails, ponies, and petting. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I thought like a trail in the woods is called Happy Trail. All right, back to your story.
So when I was in Maine, this geyser it was called the Thunder Hole, and the water would come in this depression, and the wave would come up, and a big splash of water. The video's on the Instagram.
I did that when I went to Bermuda.
Yeah.
I just stood in the water all day long, and I just sat there, and I let the waves keep coming back to me. Because when you're at the Jersey Shore, the water's all, like, dirty. I don't want to sit in that nonsense.
Yeah, this was
it was great. I loved it. I want to go back to Bermuda. I hope once everything clears, I get to go back.
And when I was out there, I went there during the night, and since there's no light pollution again, there was the whole night sky, and it was really cool seeing the night sky and the ocean, and it was really, really cool.
Nice. That was in Maine?
That was in Maine.
All right, cool. What other states you been to? I've been looking at your Instagram. You got, I think there was the first page you had. I think it's at the very top.
I've been to Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Oh, what is this? Let's see.
Shenandoah.
Sharongoa National Park adventure awaits. You like this?
It was 100. What Shenandoah is, it's a 105-mile long road in Virginia. It's called the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it's a scenic drive you can take there, and it's a 105-mile long road. And you can see the whole scenic mountain range of all the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's really cool. I went there with my buddy, and me and him just drove through the whole park, and it was really, really, really pretty.
Nice. Where else you been to? Let's see. It's a lot different using Instagram on your phone compared to the computer. Plus, with my eyes, it's like, all right. Patterson Great Falls National Historic Park. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I went there with my mom.
Let me post it for the viewers because I don't think they could see my phone from there. Let's see. Yeah, it's the first one. That's a nice photo. Yeah. Oh, 66 likes, career high. All right. Oh, I see the rainbow in that one.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of Patterson, New Jersey, that little waterfall.
That's heading towards by the bridge.
Right smack dab in the middle of Patterson. And then when you go out into Patterson, it's not a good area, but right by the waterfall is. It's actually a really nice area. We just went there with my mom. That's it.
Nice.
We drove in there, took a few pictures.
Do you do like day trips?
Yeah, I take day trips to these places.
Nice. Nature boy. No, that's Ric Flair. You're a nature lover, right? I think Nature Boy is Ric Flair.
So you want to know how many states I've been to already?
Yeah. How many you been to?
I've been to Indiana, Ohio.
All right, 1,
Maine, New
3,
Hampshire,
4,
Vermont,
5,
New York,
6.
Pennsylvania.
New York doesn't count. PA doesn't count. We basically live there. It's tri-state area.
I drove through some of these states.
If you were going to say,
what about
I've been to New Jersey, that would have
What about driving through them? I drove through West Virginia.
But Shane, everyone that lives in New Jersey probably been to New York, probably been to PA. Those don't count.
Those don't count? Okay. All right.
Just because you live in Jersey doesn't mean you're going to be in West Virginia.
All right.
Understand now? All right.
Yeah,
let's go. Come on, man. All right, let's go back to the count.
Okay. Tennessee.
All right, that's 1.
Virginia. New Hampshire.
We're at 3.
Vermont.
4.
Maine.
5.
Does Connecticut count? Or driving through that, or just...
Connecticut, that's considered tri-state area.
Okay. All right. No, that doesn't count. What the heck?
Or just say the number that you know you've been to.
It's a few states I've been to already.
10, 15, 20.
10 states probably.
Not bad. Let's see what else you got. You got a lot of stuff on here. Pretty cool. What's the most likes you got on Instagram?
I'm not really too sure, man. I didn't really take these pictures to think I was going to get likes, but
Is this Trenton State Park or does that say Tremont State Park?
Tremont.
That is a nice waterfall. I like that. You ever do like no, that's not a bungee jump. Skydiving.
I haven't done skydiving yet, but I do want to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. See, I always wanted to do it, but my luck, I'll just fall straight on my face and I'd be gone. I don't want that. Because with the luck I have, it's not going to look good with the luck I have. Right. I mean, it's not a bad luck, but like I'd play the lottery, I would lose. It's not that good always. I mean, sometimes I have good luck. Like I won the Super Bowl box. I won like $1,400 because of that. I've won championships. You know, when it comes to sports, I have good luck, but other things I don't really have. I have bad luck.
Oh,
but, you know, what can you say? So,
any other questions, Doug?
I mean, you got a lot of stuff on here. Is there a place that you haven't been? Oh, that's another nice photo. That says what? Shakoya Falls?
Shankwell Falls? I'm not sure what the name of the waterfall was. I found it when I was in New York State, and I just took a snapshot of it. And then I just get out of there, kind of.
Why did you almost sound like Kermit the Frog? You almost sounded like Kermit the Frog when you said that. You're like, I know.
I don't know, man.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. Shane, it's been a pleasure. We are not done yet, but we got to take a quick commercial break right after this, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show. The Doug Saravo Show is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. All right, Shane, anything you want to do in your life, like climb Mount Everest, things that you haven't done before that you want to do?
Believe it or not, I would never want to climb Mount Everest. Because a bunch of people already done it so far, and a bunch of people have already died doing it. So,
Hey, you only live once.
I mean, if it's the last mountain I ever climbed, I would climb it. But and plus, it's so hard to get there. I wouldn't do it, and maybe in my lifetime. But there's other mountains out there besides Mount Everest. They have mountains all over the planet. They have mountain ranges in Spain. They got mountain ranges in Argentina. This is just
Actually, this brings me to my next question. Any other countries you want to go to
countries.
and explore their nature, their outdoor life?
Any of them? I would love to hike maybe in Argentina, like the Andes Mountains, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Are you a swimmer or not really?
I can swim. But I'm not like a swimmer. Like
Yeah.
but I can swim.
Because I think that Mediterranean Sea is like in Italy, I believe.
Yeah.
Would you ever like take a swim in that, or
Yeah. I would.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could do that?
I would.
You want to put money on the line
What do you mean? Money on the line?
if you do it or not?
Maybe. I don't know.
That's a no.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go on Google and I'm gonna look up top things to do in regard. Actually, this came up. Top things to do in Paris. So let's see what comes up. Because we got to get you out of the country. You got to travel the world.
Yeah.
There's much more in other countries. Italy, Paris. When I went to Bermuda, there was this. What was it? Would you ever do like scuba diving or swim with like the dolphins or?
I would like to try something like that. I heard it's a little expensive, so.
What about I think that's water skiing. You know the thing you know when you go into water and then you have like the
Jet skiing?
no, it's they give you that thing. It's what's that thing called? When you come out of the airplane, you have the you hold on to it.
I'm not sure.
You have no idea what I'm talking about?
No.
Not what's that thing called? Not a bungee jump. It's like and you have the thing in the sky.
Oh, parasailing.
Parasailing. Would you ever do parasailing?
I would do something
My
like
friend
that,
wanted to
yeah.
do that a few summers ago. You would do parasailing?
I would do something like that.
So you're not just like into mountains. You're not just
I'm into every
like
adventures thing if
Yeah,
I
okay.
can afford it at the time.
yeah. So you're not just into mountains like the outdoors. Like you're into everything.
Everything kind of, but if I can afford it at the time. you
Nice. So not just mountains, caves, everything.
know? Yeah.
Nice. That's why your bio says nature. I forgot what your bio says. Nature will call my name.
Nature will always call me.
Will always call me. Shane McKenna, ladies and gentlemen. Nature lover. I also heard that, is this rumor true? You're a volunteer firefighter?
I was trying to be.
Thank God you aren't.
I
Thank
was
God.
trying to be one, and
I don't think you would take that seriously.
it didn't really work out, and I
All
didn't
right,
think I
good.
was ready. I didn't think it was
Good.
for me, so I kind of left it, and it was nice learning about it. That's it.
Good. All right.
It was fun driving on the trucks and getting on a fire truck, putting
Well,
on a uniform. But
The way you drive a paddling jack, I am glad I don't see you driving a fire truck.
I just drove in the back seat of the fire truck, and that was
Oh,
fun.
so you were just a passenger.
Yeah, I was just the guy that went to go
Thank
get.
God.
I was the guy that
Thank you.
just went to go get the stuff for the firefighters if they needed it. And that's how they kind of started us out. And then they were going to send me to school. And I'm like, I mean, this is kind of crazy, man.
Yeah. So we're going to take a quick commercial break as Andrew Brem is calling us for food. Andrew, he knew we were doing this show. I mean, we could put him on the air as I talk to him, but we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. So Andrew, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go. You still want your food, right?" I was like, "Yeah. You told me you were going to pick it up." So he's getting our fish food from Keyport Fishery.
Good fish spot.
Yeah, that is good fish.
Really good.
Have you
place.
ever been fishing? Now that Andrew called us and gave us a topic to talk about, you ever go fishing?
My younger brother does it, but I really don't.
Yeah. Actually, let's kind of get controversial. You want to get controversial?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get any controversial.
Well, it's my show, so we're gonna make it controversial.
All right.
Nature. Why do you need a license to fish and enjoy nature?
A license?
Yeah.
Like for hunting and fishing?
Yeah, why would you need that? Just to fish. It's nature.
I mean, we don't want you guys taking like a salmon from the ocean and
No, but like let's say you go to like a lake by your
House.
neighborhood and you go fishing. Why is that? Why do you need a license to fish if it's nature?
well,
Same thing too. If you're going you're going to the Jersey Shore, you're going to the beach. Why do you have to pay for it? Isn't that God's creation?
yeah, I'm a
It's nature.
yeah,
But
it is.
then again, money talks. So
So yeah, money talks kind of.
you gotta make the money somehow. You gotta. Hey, it's God's creation, but you know what? We know you'll pay. So
Yeah.
where do you stand on that?
I'm
Like if someone came to you and said, "Oh, you want to go on the mountain?"
Well,
Here's-
how do you
here's $5.
maintain the premises? How do you pick who picks up the garbage, who picks up the stuff or stuff like that?
That's not my point, though. It's nature. If I want to go to the beach and just enjoy it, why do I have to pay for it?
Yeah, that's my take on it. I'm like, why are these prices so high to get on a beach?
Meanwhile, I could go to Bermuda and enjoy it for free.
Yeah.
Clean, non-polluted water.
Because I don't have to pay to get on these mountains.
But if someone came to you and said, you got to pay $5 to go on this mountain, how would you react to that?
I wouldn't go hiking for a little bit. I'd be a little annoyed because you just park your car at some of these mountain spots and you just hike up the mountain.
Yeah.
That's it. You just find the trail and then we'll find a parking spot to go hike the mountain, and that's it. You must pay for parking. You don't have to pay to get onto the mountain.
Because I never understood that. I did a show like a few months ago with Andrew, who just called us. You still want your food? Yeah, I want my food. And we were talking about that. It's God's creation. You shouldn't have to pay to enjoy nature.
Yeah.
But then again, that's a whole different conversation for a different day in regards to states making money. But other than that, I think...
Yeah, some of the waterfalls I go to see, I don't have to pay to go see them.
Yeah.
But the only place I had to pay was Shenandoah, and you paid $20 to go drive on the road, but that was like a toll, kind of.
Yeah.
That was basically like a toll.
Oh, Delaware. Would you go, I think it's called canoeing on the Delaware
River?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
A
that.
lot of people talk about that. That's good. I heard
I did it.
It takes you one place and then you could come back.
Yeah, I did that.
Nice. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Sorrell Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting, bet like Michael Lepore. We just want to take the time to thank you all Thank you for supporting the Doug Sorrell Show, Sorrell Broadcasting, and all those involved with Sorrell Broadcasting. If you joined us last time, Brandon Schwartz was on as he discussed Rutgers basketball. He also discussed Major League Baseball season being canceled. Season 5 has been a great season so far. I believe this is episode 25 or 26. Started in September. Now we're in March. Time sure does fly by. We have a lot more to get to with Shane. We're actually going to have a final thought segment and what he has to encourage to the viewers, people that listen to us, whether you listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, RadioPublic.com, or you're watching the YouTube live stream. We appreciate your support. Season 5, it started when I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. Started on MissionRadio.com. Then when the pandemic hit, Andrew Brown, Brian Schwartz, and we started it in the backyard. Now we have the official Sorrell Broadcasting studio. We have the Sorrell Broadcasting garden. We have a lot of stuff here. We appreciate all their support. I couldn't have done it without everyone here that supports us. Whether you support us via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We've been doing a lot of work that a lot of people said couldn't have been done before. And, this was an emotional season for Monroe Falcons. I didn't think with my schedule and other commitments, I didn't think I was going to do play-by-play for this team. So I just want to thank Kevin Felice, the coach, Alex Van Driesen, my friend and assistant coach. Shane, please do not break the microphone. I see you playing on the camera. Do I have to be that teacher that takes away the thing from the child?
Yeah, with me, you got to take stuff away from me.
And it's been my honor to be the team reporter the last 5 years. And if you're just joining us now on the podcast or you follow the team Instagram account, I actually made an announcement the other day. I'm going to pull it up. We are working on, if you're just joining us now, I made this announcement the other day. Big news, Sorrell Broadcasting and the Doug Sorrell Show will be producing Falcon on the Rise, It's a season review special debuting sometime this month. I'm hearing that it will be live streamed on the Falcons and Saravo Broadcasting YouTube channel. So what we're going to do is it's going to be a sit-down conversation with James and I. Going to go over some of the season. We're also going to go over many, key moments of the game. It'll probably be like a half hour. So if you're interested in watching that, we suggest you watch it when we release it for the Monroe Falcons YouTube channel. And then I'm looking forward to emceeing the banquet again this year. We have the prior banquet on the YouTube channel, highlights on the Instagram account. So we appreciate your support for the Monroe Falcons, and I look forward to hopefully do play-by-play for another season. And again, thank you for supporting the Doug Saravo Show, Saravo Broadcasting, and all those involved with Saravo Broadcasting. Shane, please leave the mic, or I'll be that teacher that takes away the thing from the kid. Again, thank you for joining us on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting, bet like Michael Lepore. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll get back. We'll have our final thoughts segment. We'll be right back.
I'm going to work with Stratford Rec to see what can we do about it, because I can pitch in money to start with, because we need that. Look at that. It's sad. The puck is crying. We need to do something.
And when she gets elected, she will do a lot of great work for this town, things that haven't been done before. She's highly respected, highly intelligent, and I'm looking forward to hearing on Election Day that she is your newest representative, but most importantly, your voice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting, bet like Michael Lepore. So, Shane, life goes by so fast. You have any words of encouragement for this younger generation to, appreciate nature? Because the one thing I realized is that we focus too much on our phones. We focus too much on having the nicest pair of shoes, the great clothing. But what about the important things? Family, friends, traveling.
Yeah, I still have the same iPhone from 2017, an iPhone 7, and that thing is fine. I don't need to get the latest iPhone.
Well, the same thing for your car. It looks like it's from what, like 1993?
Nah. No, I encourage, instead of going out buying materialistic stuff, save that money, go out and travel instead of buying that expensive Gucci bag or something like that. Go out, see the world. You're going to appreciate that better, because 10 years from now, how much is that Gucci bag going to be worth? Nothing, man. But you got to see that cool-ass mountain, or that cool waterfall, or that awesome mountain you hiked, instead of buying that giant Gucci bag or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, for real, seriously, go out and explore, travel, and that's what I'd say, man. That's my final thoughts.
That's
man.
how I feel about life. You gotta enjoy it.
You gotta enjoy
appreciate it.
life, man. You have to appreciate the small stuff, the small moments.
You don't know when your time could come. You really don't.
Sure, have a car and stuff like that can get you point A to point B. Because if I didn't have a good car, I wouldn't get to some of these places. I couldn't.
Yeah, you would.
Well, I mean, yeah, or some car or something like that, so I can help me out to get through life and stuff like that.
No, you could do what you did before.
Or a beat or an old.
You could hitchhike.
Yeah.
You could hitchhike. But if I saw you, would I really want to be like, come in my car?
If you help out a guy, man, help out a guy, man. If his car's real close or something like that. So if he just needs some help.
Yeah.
But usually when some of these mountain areas, they kind of know there's hitchhikers out there. There's some hikers, man.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I didn't
If some guy came up to me in the middle of the street or something like that, and they needed a ride, I'm like, yeah. Or in New York City, they needed a ride, I'd blow them off, kind of. But if I was driving in the middle of the mountain area and I saw a hiker and they put their thumb up, I'd probably give them a ride.
So what do you think about the studio?
The studio here? It's pretty cool, man. All the hockey
I got
stuff.
the background.
Yeah, all the Giants, all the sports and everything.
That's Andrew right there.
Yeah.
You know, he works in the meat department. That's me without the beard. I hate it. And then that's Patrick Gironi. We were the Monroe baseball sports reporters. I did things for him. I posted some videos, highlights posted on his Facebook channel. This is Giants Super Bowl channel. This is NFC champion Jack Hughes. I love that guy. Going to help us win a cup one day. That's James up there as a goalie. That's the GOAT, Marty Brodeur. Those are all my jerseys behind you. My Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Ovi.
Like the Joe Burrow jersey.
Yeah, Joe Burrow jersey.
Where'd you get that? Did you buy that right before you got the Super Bowl or something?
No, I bought it 3 weeks before.
3 weeks before.
I always loved Joe. And I had a feeling they were going to go to the Super Bowl, so I had to buy it so I could wear it.
You know what I like now? Since Tom Brady's retired.
He didn't retire.
Or he didn't?
No, he didn't.
He's not? He's still in?
No, you have to... Come on, Shane. You got to look at his Instagram post. Where did he say... Well, he also didn't file papers with the NFL. His retirement papers, no. He said, he never said the key word. I'm officially announcing my retirement from the National Football League.
Oh.
What he said was, I am no longer making this commitment. The competitive commitment. So I believe Tom Brady will be back.
Okay.
To all the viewers out there, whatever team Tom Brady goes to, put down that bet. Tom Brady will be back. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man.
So we talk about like things that mean a lot to us. I want to show you something. And as I leave, get up. Please don't play with the mic. Thank you. All right, hold on. Shane, talk so it's not dead air.
What's up? How you guys doing? Shane, I'm about to pour some water in this thing.
No, you're not.
He's bringing out some big cups. Trophies, man. Cool trophies. Monroe Township Roller Hockey Senior Division League 2012.
Do I gotta be the teacher? Hold on, let me explain it. So this is something that means a lot to me. I know you read it already for the viewers. Monroe Township Roller Hockey Senior Division League 2012 MVP. We won the championship that year.
Cool.
In the regular season, we were 2-7 because there's only 4 teams in the division, so every team made the playoffs. We were 2-7. We finished the year 4-1. We go on a playoff run and we win the Rec League Stanley Cup.
All right. Now, this isn't ice hockey. It's like roller skates.
Yeah,
right?
roller hockey. A lot harder to be a goalie because you're
Alright.
flopping out there like a fish.
Like you're a little disco, man.
Yeah, and I got myself a championship ring.
All right.
Yeah, so I love this baby.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, roller hockey championship. And then the one thing I liked about this league, actually, I'll touch that. My luck, you would break it. It's this. We had a replica Stanley Cup, and the commissioner moved to Florida, so I got to keep it. But you can see right here, my name is on there. You see where it says Douglas Saravo?
Where?
Find it and then read it. 2012.
2012. It's 2011.
It was the spring.
Spring 2012. I'm looking for your name.
And you know what the best
Senior Division Champions?
and the best thing about that
All right, I found your name, Douglas
is
Saravo.
our team name was the Kings, and unfortunately the Kings defeated my Devils in 2012 to win the Stanley Cup. So Shane, before we go, any final thoughts?
Yeah, go out and explore the world. Don't get cooped up playing video games. Don't get materialistic. There's a big green world out there. Big green blue planet. Go explore it. It needs to be explored. That's all I got to say, man.
All right.
Signing out.
All right, Shane, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us on the Doug Saravo Show.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
Hope to see you again in the future. This has been a great episode, buddy. Appreciate the support. Thank you for coming on. Again, thank you for supporting those on the Doug Saravo Show, Saravo Broadcasting, and all those involved with Saravo Broadcasting. Take care and God bless. I just got to read this first. Thank you for supporting the Doug Saravo Show, Saravo Broadcasting, and all those involved with Saravo Broadcasting. We appreciate you guys. So what is this, Mikey?
Can you see it? Put it up to
Lift it up by the camera.
Can everybody see it?
Wait, move it back. Oh, number 38, Lepore. That's you.
I was in the locker room with that in the room with 3 Hall of Famers.
No, that's customized. That's all.
Oh, I know. And listen. All right, I'm gonna give people. No, that's for the pen.
Oh yeah, that's for the pen.
No, they gotta be more for the razor.
16 to 1.
16 to 1. That's not bad.
Mike, what do you think about your Chargers this past season?
They stay. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, Mike.
So what do you think of the city today?
It's nice, but a little nicer if the weather was nice. But now, I like that fact that it only cost me 16 to 12 hours. 12 bucks.
This is great. Now you're going to make us some food.
No.
Yeah, there's stuff in your fridge. Should have brought the pie. Next time I'll go. I'll get it. Yeah, this is a great show. But yeah, you do have some leftovers in your fridge. I think it's time for dinner for you and I. Some in the fridge. Should we get the camera? All right, Mike. Any final thoughts for the audience? Myself.
It's been very entertaining. Hopefully, my picks come through and people can make a little money, stuff like that. Have a one. Enjoy your football season. And go both up, everybody.
There he is, everyone. That was Michael Lepore, otherwise known as the Bolt. No more Stutz. The Bolt. That's his name. What a show, Mike. Thank you for coming on.
Don't listen to these picks. You lose all your money. Trust me. Jaguars, if they win the division, I'll stop watching football.
I just want to try on this jersey you got me. You know, what can I say? I'm a Giant fan, but...
Bolt up? Bolt up?
Hold up.
Man of many nicknames. We got... All right, you don't want to be called Stutz. What about produce? I know produce. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. I love you, Mikey.
There you go. He's officially a Charger fan.
No.
If the Chargers win, I get lifetime pizza in his pizzeria. The Chargers won, so I love his pie. Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to everybody.